Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. And this is a new anime series from Netflix and focuses on the Resident Evil series, adapted from Capcom's video game franchise. And this series stars the Resident Evil 2 protagonists Leon S. Kennedy and Claire Redfield. And basically what this focuses on with this premise is set between the events of Resident Evil 4 and 5. The series takes place in 2006 after a hacking incident is covered at the White House. Kennedy is ordered to investigate the incident, but he encounters zombies when the White House is targeted in a mysterious attack. He later meets Claire Redfield, who has been investigating a strange drawing made by a girl refugee while working on a TerraSave-led mission to oversee construction of a welfare facility. So basically that kind of sets the stage. In hindsight, I'm not the most adept at the lore of Resident Evil. I've never played any of these games. I've watched my brother play some of these games and my stepbrothers when I was younger. And, you know, I've only really watched the first film in the Paul W.S. Anderson series, which I know really doesn't adapt these games particularly. But I've also seen like Welcome to Raccoon City, which is really the events of the first two games put together. And what I feel like this series has going for it is it has these two characters. They're cool characters. The animation is like, it does have a bit of that uncanny valley, but it's pretty well done in terms of like capturing a more photorealistic human renderings, and then also like the deformed, grotesque creatures that you see in Resident Evil and these zombies and stuff like that. The action delivers. It's intense, there's scary moments, there's exciting thrills along the way. That kind of stuff really works with this series. What I feel like brings the series down a bit is the fact that a lot of it, like, a lot of the source material, like, the story isn't that compelling. It's dealing with some, like, government conspiracy and government oversight and stuff like that. And it just feels like it doesn't do anything new or interesting with those ideas. And they're kind of just there as window dressing over, you know, the action and the horror and the creatures and stuff like that. And, you know, it is relying upon, like, realizing, like, you really need to do your homework and feel like you've played these games before that have context here. But I feel like, in general, if, like, this is only 4 episodes, and they're, like, 25-minute episodes, this isn't something that you need a huge investment in. It's a combined, like, hour and 40 minutes. So I think if you could just sit back and relax and enjoy the craziness of the action and the horror, I think that's enough enjoyment that you could get out of this. But if you really wanted to get invested in the story, I feel like you have to do a lot of homework. And, you know, the story isn't as interesting as it could have been. And they kind of lean on some tropes and cliches to try to get us to each of these, like, horror moments, these big action moments. So, overall, it's a bit of hit or miss series, but I think if you're a fan of the series, I think you'll have some fun with it. But those are my thoughts on Resident Evil Infinite Darkness Season 1. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.